We're going to remove a node from our Cloudian HyperStore system. We're doing this perhaps to decommission some old hardware that's reached its end of service life. As part of the change, we need to prepare for the node removal before we start the process. Firstly, we should ensure that there will still be the same number or more nodes to meet our storage policy requirements. What do I mean by that? Well, if we have erasure coding of 4+2, we must have a minimum number of 6 nodes before we proceed. Secondly, we should ensure that we have enough space on the remaining nodes to accommodate the data currently housed on the node we're planning on removing. Thirdly, we need to temporarily disable the cluster's auto repair feature in the service region that we're removing the node from. In addition to this, we should wait for any proactive repairs and rebalances to finish, or we might consider stopping these processes if deemed safe to do so by support or our assigned SE. Finally, if the node we want to remove is the active config controller node, we need to manually fail over the config controller role from the primary instance to the backup instance. In this lab environment, we can assume that we have enough free storage space to successfully remove the node. The lab environment has 6 nodes in total, with node 1 as the config primary, and 2 storage policies. The erasure coding policy has been retired, so we'll select it, select delete, and then press OK. Once we've confirmed the policy is deleted, we can check the repair status of our nodes. These show us all clear with no proactive repair or rebalance running. Staying within the cluster menu, we select the node submenu and the Advanced tab. For command type, we select Maintenance, and the HSS tool command is Auto Repair, which we disable. It doesn't matter which node we select because it's a system-wide process. Once we have a positive response, we're going to change our command type to Start Maintenance mode against our target node that we're removing. The result will be displayed in the bottom left of our window. The Data Center submenu may not show immediately that there's been a change of status to our node. We need to wait a couple of minutes before refreshing, and then the changes will be displayed. When in maintenance mode, the node will no longer generate alerts. If the node is hosting a credentials DB master or Quas DB master, the master role will be temporarily shifted to a different node. And finally, the S3 service on other nodes will not direct requests to the HyperStore service or the metadata DB on the node that's in maintenance mode. If we have a load balancer, such as HyperBalance, we should drain or halt access to the node we are removing. And we should then log back into a CMC instance on a node other than the node that we're going to remove, but it should be in the same service region as the node that we're going to remove. Select the cluster menu, then the node submenu, and finally the Advanced tab. For command type, we select Uninstall Node, and the node to uninstall, we should ensure to select the node we put in maintenance mode. This operation will recreate the selected node's data on the other nodes that remain in the cluster. It's going to remove the node from the cluster and remove HyperStore software from the node. If we wish, we can also tick the box to remove HyperStore data and logs from the node. Then we click Execute and confirm that we want to proceed. If we want to remove multiple nodes, we should wait until the uninstall node operation completes for one node before we start to uninstall the next node. HyperStore doesn't support uninstalling multiple nodes concurrently. Once we've started the process, we can track its progress through the Operational Status tab. Once the process is complete, we go back to the Node Status tab and confirm the removed node no longer appears in the host drop-down list. Finally, we need to re-enable our HyperStore automated repair features in our service region. Select the Advanced tab and the command type of maintenance. The HSS tool command should be Auto Repair with the option of Enable. Finally, click Execute to complete our node removal procedure. If we need more details on this or any other HyperStore process, open the help files from the relevant screen in the CMC to be directed to the correct help section.